Dear students, let us now do again one of the important topic which is moving coil galvanometer. Here is the rough diagram of moving coil galvanometer. You can see here this is a rectangular coil having n number of turns, and one edge is connected to the spring and another edge is connected to a mirror, which is used to note the deflection. But actually this coil is connected with the pointer. In actual practice, if we see the galvanometer in our laboratory, this coil is pivoted with a pointer which moves to and fro to find out the reading of current. Okay, here N and S are the concave pole pieces, and these T1 and T2 are the points at which we connect the wires. Right, this L is a soft iron core which is used to enhance the magnitude of magnetic field. Okay, this is all about the construction of the galvanometer. Now, what is the principle of galvanometer? We all know that galvanometer is used to measure and detect the small current. Okay, most probably it is used to measure and detect the small currents. Okay, a few milliamperes, and it is based on the principle that when a current carrying coil is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So what is the principle? Principle is when a current carrying coil is placed in uniform magnetic field, it will experience a torque. Okay, so here you can see here that this is a coil having n number of turns like this. Okay, having n number of turns are there, and finally it is connected to a spring. Okay, so this is wound over a metallic frame. Why metallic frame? Because to make it deadbeat galvanometer. Now, what is this deadbeat galvanometer? We will understand a small concepts of this deadbeat galvanometer. Actually, when this is connected, when it is pivoted in a metallic frame, so when the current is passed through it, there are number of turns, so eddy currents will develop which will oppose its motion. Okay, due to which it will take a finite turn and come back immediately as the current is off. So it will rotate as the current is passed through it, because torque is being produced, and after that immediately it come back when the current is off. So that is why these are known as deadbeat galvanometer. We will discuss about it in detail in our 4th unit also. Now moving to this. So since this coil is carrying current and these are connected to the two terminals T1 and T2, okay, so current is being passed through this coil. So due to this magnetic field interaction, as we have already discussed about the torque on a current carrying coil, we know that the expression for torque is equal to given by NIAB cos of theta, or this is torque is equal to NIAB sine of alpha, where theta is the angle between the plane of the coil and the magnetic field, and alpha is the coil between the normal to the plane and the magnetic field. Okay, we can use any of the formula. Now the torque is maximum. There is a certain role of this concave pole bases. Actually, these concave pole bases are used to make the magnetic field radial. What is this meaning? Radial means the direction of magnetic field is such that the torque is always maximum. Okay, so let us try to understand this. These are the concave pole bases. Okay, so these are the concave pole bases. This is our top view. Suppose these are the pole bases and we are watching from the top. Okay, this is a soft iron core placed in between, and this is the pointer. Okay, so here this is the coil top edge. Now we know that from N to S, at the center the direction of magnetic field is like this. At the edges the direction of magnetic field will be like this. Okay, so I'm not completing it so that there will be no confusion. Now if we see at this point, you can see that plane of the coil and the magnetic field are in the same direction. Okay, so in that case theta is equal to 0, or if I draw a perpendicular to this point, perpendicular to this means normal to the coil, that will make an angle 90 degree to the magnetic field. So alpha is 90 degree. So in both cases torque will be maximum. If I consider another case, so suppose this one, at this point the radius, why this is radius, now if this coil rotates, okay, so in that case the coil and the magnetic field direction both are in the like magnet north to south, okay, are in the same direction. Again theta is what, theta is 0. Again when this coil rotates, every instant of time the angle between the coil and the direction of magnetic field is always 0. So in that case magnetic field is radial and the torque is maximum. So this coil will turn and produce this torque, but due to the spring there will be a restoring torque produced in the spring, that is given by equal to k theta, okay. So in that case this NIBA is equal to k theta, or we can find out theta is equal to k divided by k theta, or I is equal to current की value we can find out, I is equal to k by NBA into theta, or I is directly proportional to theta. It means whatever is the restoring torque, where theta is here, not the angle, here theta, so we will replace theta by restoring torque. So what is the value of restoring torque, or we can say how much the coil rotates, depends upon the direction of the magnitude of current. So accordingly the pointer attached to it will move. So if the torque takes to this pointer to this position, so scale measured, if we took the scale, this scale measured the value of current. So the deflection depends upon the current. More is the value of current, more is the deflection, and more is the pointer which will move over the scale, and hence we can measure the value of the current by using the moving coil galvanometer.